Hi, I wanted to answer this for Truth Seeker. I'm sorry. I don't think you understand that verse. When Paul, the comment you left was, Paul was saying that he was not Holy Spirit filled, and that's why he was a slave to sin. And then you quote, well, I am carnal, sold under sin. No, 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 no. No, that's not what he's saying. What he's saying when he says, I am carnal, sold under sin, what he means is he is still living in the fleshly human body. That's why he says, it is no longer I who do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. That is, in me, in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing. In my mind, I delight in the laws of God, but my members war against me. So when he says I'm carnal, he's not saying he's not Holy Spirit filled and he's not walking in the Spirit. What he's saying is he is still in this fallen fleshly body. That's why he says, who will save me from this body of death? He's saying as long as he dwells in this fallen, carnal, fleshly body, that the flesh will war against the spirit. Again, that's why he says, it is no longer I who do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. He's talking about in his flesh. So he's comparing the new man with the old man. The new man is positionally perfect. He has God's imputed righteousness. He's been born of God. The old man is the flesh, but we are to reckon him already dead. That's why he says this body of death. Because technically, once he was born again, we are to reckon that body as if it were crucified with Jesus on the cross. That's why we're not to give that body power, but to listen to the prompting of the Holy Spirit and walk in the Spirit so we don't fulfill the lust of the flesh. We're supposed to reckon that guy dead. So no. And by the way, no, nobody is sinless. If somebody thinks that they stopped sinning, they have lowered the standards of the law. And we have foolish thoughts are sin, worry is sin, fear is sin, apathy is sin, whatsoever is not of faith is sin, there's sin of omission, sin we don't know we commit. That's why we don't look to ourselves. Okay? We keep our eyes on Christ. Now, we should have progress in our walk and don't give ourselves over to the whims of the flesh. We're supposed to present our bodies a living sacrifice, which is our reasonable service because of what Jesus did for us. But the more we grow close to God, the more we realize how we're not holy compared to Him. And we should be aware that, yes, we do fail all the time. And that's why we're so grateful for His grace. And we understand our identity is not our flesh. That guy's dead. But the Spirit, the seed of Christ in us, He can't sin. That's the new man. So, no, he's not saying he's not Holy Spirit filled and carnal. When he says I'm carnal, he means I am still in this fallen flesh, mortal body. That's all he's saying, as we all are. So, I want people to realize nobody is going to be sinlessly perfect in this body. Now, He will give us the power to not give in to this sin and be overwhelmed with it. But we will still fall short. That's why we don't look to ourselves. We look to Christ, and we constantly realize what our true identity is so that we can walk that way. We should walk in newness of life. So that, I'm sorry, sir, that is not what Paul meant. He wasn't saying he wasn't Holy Spirit filled, that he wasn't born of God, that he wasn't walking in the Spirit. He was saying that he's in this flesh. He's carnal, means sold under sin. His body is carnal. So hopefully that's cleared up. That's not correct. All right. God bless.